Hi there, Deb Hoffman, Guinness World Record holder of the largest Winnie the Pooh collection in the world. Hi, Keys. Keys is here with me too. So the other day, Gary and I decided to play hooky, and we went over to Hollywood Studios at Disney World. And it was wonderful. And we had a chance to ride Rock and Roll roller coaster for probably the last time. Our understanding is that starting in March, it's going to be rethemed to the Muppet ride from the Aerosmith theme. And so it was kind of fun to see the ride for the last time. So like always, we're standing in line and you strike up a conversation with somebody, and it just so happened that the lady in front of me was wearing a Pooh shirt. Well, of course, what did Deb have to do? We had to talk Winnie the Pooh, and I asked her where she got the shirt because I actually don't have it, or I didn't have it. And she's like, oh, Primark. I'm like, and I know Primark, but I only knew that Primark was in the UK. I did not realize they were even in the United States. Apparently there are 13 stores in the United States. And there was one just about an hour from our house. So what did we have to do? I asked Gary, I said, can we get back in the car and drive to Primark the next day? So sure enough, we got in the car. And in the past, you'd go into a store and maybe there'd be like 2, 3, maybe 4 things if you got lucky of Winnie the Pooh merchandise. But with it being Winnie the Pooh's 100th anniversary this year, boy, they've pulled out all the stops. And so I walked into Primark and, well, there was more than 4 things. And so what I thought would be kind of fun was to maybe show you a couple of the things that I got. And if you get a chance, hopefully you get over to Primark soon, because we were talking with the manager of this Primark store, and he said the stuff is just flying off the shelves. And he said probably within about 3 weeks, despite the fact that Winnie the Pooh's anniversary isn't until October, the merchandise will probably be gone. So if you want something for Winnie the Pooh's 100th at Primark, I would really, really encourage you to get to a store soon. So let me show you a couple of the things that I got. So here's one of the first items, a Winnie the Pooh sweatshirt. And so most everything has something to do with, either 26, in this case, 21. And Gary even said, why does it say 21? Well, I guess Winnie the Pooh's birthday really is 1921, because that's when Christopher Robin actually received Winnie the Pooh, or at the time he was Edward Bear. So this is a very nice sweatshirt. Nice material. And then, this was one of my favorites. This is, I think, the first thing that I grabbed. It's a pretty heavy duty sweatshirt, but I thought it was just beautiful with Winnie the Pooh on the front. It says Pooh Bear. So nothing really about the 100th, other than, let's see, does the tag have the 100th on it? I guess, yeah, the tag has the 100th on it. So as much as the sweater doesn't say the 100th, the tag does. So that's really kind of cool. And then, this definitely is for the 100th. So I've got Winnie the Pooh on this side, or Pooh Bear, and then 1926 on this side. So a 100th anniversary pillow. And so I'll show you one more item, and then we'll look at the rest of the items in the next video. Oh, I had to have it. Look at this. Look at this carry-on. Isn't it beautiful? Although Gary said, will it ever see the inside of an airplane? And I don't know the answer to this. This might have to be a car only, because I wouldn't want to get all this scratched up. But boy, it is absolutely beautiful. But perfect size for a carry-on for if I am going to take it into an airplane. So I thought this was absolutely gorgeous. So, with this being another episode of Never Enough Pooh, it'll give you an opportunity to enter the contest. So, make sure you're one of my YouTube subscribers. So, go out to YouTube, and my channel is MostPooh5150. Then, go on over to my website, mostpooh.com. Enter the contest, and if you have the right answer to the questions, I will be drawing for a Winnie the Pooh item at the end of the month, February, and the person who has the right answer and has been a subscriber, they might get a Winnie the Pooh item from me. So please make sure that you enter the contest, and if there are any other contests you haven't entered in the past, feel free to enter all the contests, more opportunities to win. So next video, I'll show you the rest of what's in the bag. Thanks so much, and TTFN.